you know, combos, you can just protect him and he will, you know, run the enemy team off the map with rocket spam.
For sure. And here we are loaded onto map number 2 of our best of 3 series. LOL-APAC still yet to claim themselves a game win. Certainly looking to turn that around. Can they do it up against DCG? Not so sure, but they're certainly going to try and prove us wrong. Halo Blades once again for Tide on this Kalista. So likely to once again be that poke, I suppose. If it's not broke, why fix it?
Yeah, makes sense. Maybe a bit of a squishier team as well from LOL-APAC, so making the lethality build a bit better on the Kalista. And we'll see if they can make the Pyke work this time.
I do have my doubts.
Yeah.
Also red side. They were gang prone last. Oh, this is not a good start. Oh, this is a really, really bad start. They got Tide's flash.
Yeah.
I think that was a little bit overzealous, but yeah. Varus losing flash, I think, is a little bit more impactful than the Kalista.
Yeah, and they actually trade 2 flashes for 1, right?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So I imagine that Kuzma is on his way bot lane ASAP. This is going to be down a bit of XP on his Varus.
Yeah, and I think Arding will too. I don't think he's going to be allowed to walk up and claim any of this XP.
Yeah, unless he hasn't skilled an ability yet, he maybe can.
Yeah, no, this is not XP that he's going to be claiming.
If he can put a point in W here, he could get this XP. But he might already have a point in Q.
He might have actually been close enough there with just this wave being pushed a little fast. Cascada, though. Ooh, he looked aggressively, and I imagine what happened was the chains did not connect onto Xingbai and was able to return a lot of damage.
Yeah. So this lane might be really hard for the Maokai to gank because LOL-APAC are going to have to sit under their tower now, let the wave crash into their tower, and it's going to bounce back towards DCG's bot lane, and they can then maybe freeze it, or by the time Maokai gets here, the wave is going to be on DCG's side of the map, and it's a bit harder to gank the blue side than it is the red side, especially when the wave is, you know, at their tower.
Well, it's definitely true. 665 made it look not so true last game, and Maokai, much like the Vi, is a champion that can absolutely look for tower dives. Obviously has that ability to reset aggro on these towers, so...
Yeah. Might not even get to safely clear his camps if 665 decides to walk over, but isn't going to come invade.
Yeah, mid lane, pretty static.
Yeah. I wonder if Xingbai will go for a Hex Drinker. You see it sometimes against the likes of
lands. JJ receiving the majority of that poke, and through comes, so much damage.
Yeah, you hate to see that land the hook and lose the trade.
I'm not even awfully surprised.
Yeah.
Handshake connects.
He has a level down on the Varus. Varus, level 3 is a very big spike for Varus.
This was down here, but so 665, we might be having a 3v3 heal.
Yeah.
Going to be used nice and early from GoldJJ to make sure no follow-up can be sort of used here onto Arding's Pyke.
Yeah. Kuzma might fight him for this Scuttle. I don't think he can do that for long, though, as his bot lane, as the Kalista Renata are going to be up here much sooner. Bit of prio for Taco. He is down a little HP, though. ICU snuck in a recall somewhere.
He did, and I think that's just off the pressure. Jack's pushing in levels 1 to 3 in general and found himself a way to get back. Arding, the handshake means that the Vault Breaker will not connect, but it is going to be ultimately first blood picked up. It's going to be answered back. Arding picking himself up a kill too. Cleanse used to get rid of that ignite as Tide tries to walk himself out of any danger from this tower. Does manage to do so.
Wave.
It is a big, big wave. So definitely going to be DCG, the benefactors, unless Arding's able to find his hook. Flash, and oh my god, but the flash is followed up. Twisted advance. Arding, though, you have to be careful. Tide is trying to find himself some more damage. Won't be able to do so. Kazma picks himself up that solo kill there on to the support of DCG.
I can't believe this still worked after this fight. He flashes over. I'm not sure what he was cooking with the flash there. He probably could have just used his Q. He does go down for it. Unfortunately, Varus not getting the kill and missing out on a massive wave means that it's still going to be very beneficial for DCG.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing the CS difference between the AD carries now. Serrated Dirt completed.
Oh, Jax has no flash. They traded Flash's top lane.
Oh, okay.
And his wave is pushing away from him with a Vi here.
Vi's just going to start the Void Grubs for now. And Maokai's in the area, so if Kazma wanders on over, then maybe it's not so certain. 6-5 choosing to just pick up one of these Void Grubs for now, as Kazma's going to show. Level 6 now hit from
Jax.
ICU.
They might be able to contest the grubs. Silas is here first, though.
Yeah, it does have 6 as well, and Kazma clearly doesn't, so Maokai ult advantage for DCG. Cascada's found himself the perfect way round. Gets that Maokai ult through, comes this Nature's Grasp. It should connect here, at least onto the Maokai. It certainly does. Twisted Advance should be available, but it's not going to be able to use it, as Cascada claims himself his first of the game.
Yeah, no flash on the Maokai there, man. With a really nice flank from Cascada, manages to find his way behind the Maokai Jax, who, you know, we're really only ever worried about the Vi showing up, and she's level 5. It's not too scary. They can always get out there. But Cascada finds a great roam.
Yeah, and what a perfect timing, right? Because we said, obviously the Maokai ult, very, very impactful in fights and skirmishes, wherever.
Yeah.
But Cascada's level 6 before Kazma is, and so if you're able to find that Maokai, take his ult, then you just have that super impactful ult before Halpigs get access to it. And so I think they found a perfect timing there, utilized that window, and I mean, to perfection.
Yeah. And CS in the bot lane, 20 CS down on the Varus, looking pretty rough. He does have a big wave coming into him. So he should be able to just sit under his tower and catch this, assuming Vi isn't going to be diving him again. Which might not be a good assumption to make.
Yeah, 65 on the bottom side of the map. Cascada trading very heavily with Xingbai.
No, that's not cool.
Yeah, I think Cascada is the one that has more kill pressure right now.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No mana on the Corki.
Yeah, and health does come back from that Kingslayer.
Yeah. Bright side for Hellpigs was that it wasn't ICU that went down on that top play. It was just the Maokai. So he stayed pretty even in this lane, and so much for this wave, though. Maokai is here, but level 6 on the Vi. Actually doesn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, but just zoning away is enough. Does pull the trigger now. Flash forward, handshake connects, and Tide going to find the damage. Hook does connect onto 65, but he's able to just walk out of that tower range as Kazma was not close enough to land that Twisted Advance for the lockdown.
Yeah. And
there's just the 1 for 0. God JJ yet again going down. Arding, though, being looked at. Tide finding so much damage.
And I think Kazma just had maybe suboptimal pathing there. I think once they saw him wrapping around where the Gromp was, they saw him on top of their pink, and they knew they could just commit immediately onto Varus, and he's just caught, you know, with his pants down, essentially, having to walk around. If he was closer to his bot lane, they might be able to trade a kill back. It is against a Renata anyway, so that kill isn't always really traded back.
Yeah, and the CS is a bit of a disaster.
Just don't look at the bot lane CS. Don't look at the bot lane levels either.
Yeah, currently we have Tide with more CS than God JJ has tier stacks. So that should tell you a little bit about how this is going.
Unfortunate when Corki lane's going great, on the other hand.
Yeah.
He's loving life. Getting his tier stacks, getting his cull stacks. He's up a little CS.
Oh, God JJ, this is really scary. Okay, DCG opt to allow God JJ to have a few of these minions as Tide turns around and hits the dragon a couple times. 65 is going to clean that one up for himself and the team. First dragon on the board now for DCG as they completely...
Nice early Roa for Cascada.
Yeah, no.
9
DCG
minutes.
Very much running away with this already. Find themselves with a 2k lead. A lot of that stemming, of course, from the kills, but the CS that we see bot lane.
Taco might be looking for something. No, just decides to get out. In another game, Taco maybe goes for that play, but it would be criminal to go for a marginal play here when the rest of the map is going the way it is. You don't need to look for that.
Yeah, and Kazma, he is looking for opportunities for himself, though. As Taco aware there could be this Maokai lurking about. Nature's Grasp available. World Ender is also available as well as Flash, so Taco has the opportunity to try out play. I don't know how successful it will be. Kazma's turning back around. Nature's Grasp comes out. He's trying to clear this minion wave. He's used all of his Qs, so with that, he is just going to be going down. It is Kazma who tanks the tower, procs that phase rush and runs on out.
Yeah,
so.
Taco had a suspicion. I don't think Maokai walked over any vision, but he just had some idea. Engage mid.
Yeah, engage Dr. through. Hostile takeover as Xingbai starts wailing away at Arding. 65 stunned out under tower, but will be able to get away.
That was some nice peel from Arding to save the Corki there. He lands a stun onto the Vi and maybe the Silas. After the Vi ult comes out, I thought Corki was going down for sure there.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, just letting as many minions die as possible to the tower, Tide is. And then grabbing first tower at 11 minutes.
Yeah, Yomu's completed to just the Dirk tier. And obviously a lot of gold would have just gone over to Tide. You see him there sitting comfortably at the top of the scoreboard. 665 on the Vi, even higher than anyone on the side of Helpix.
Yeah, he has almost double of GodJJ's gold.
GodJJ actually only 100 gold above the support. Now, admittedly, it was Arding who picked himself up a kill.
Yeah, and honestly a lot of waves. By himself while GodJJ was dead.
Yeah. Now, I believe that was 6 Void Grubs picked up here for DCG, so they're feeling so good in this game.
Yeah. All the same things that were true last game are true this game. Like Hellpigs, they have good wave clear, they have good scaling, their comp doesn't do that badly in a 5v5, but all of that just breaks when you're this far behind. When you just don't have the items.
Ooh, they might be looking for a dive. Arding is here. Nature's Grass coming out. Moscato grabs the Nature's Grass for himself as Xingbai is going to have to Valkyrie out of there as he was tanking up the tower, and so...
Yeah.
And now, I don't think Riscada's done. Going to force out Kazma's flash. There is no tower, of course, as Fate's Call going to be used. It's not going to land, but Orca does land with that slow. Handshake will be able to come out. Doesn't even need it. Kazma's going to sacrifice himself to ensure this Corki will keep on living.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw last game, Hellpigs all just running away, and I think it was a good call by Kazma there to just run it in, distract the enemy team, and let your teammates get away. Hook lands onto the Gromp, and I don't think at this point, even if you're landing hooks, it's going to do very much on the Pike.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it will. Now, admittedly, a lot less deaths on the Pike this game, but
yeah,
it has been at the detriment of GodJJ. He's found himself in an exceedingly hard position.
Oh, -1 for ICU on the cannon there. And I think that plate went down and Taco didn't get it.
Yeah, you take the small ones.
Yeah. Actually,
oh my!
Seeing the lethality Q max Kaisa there. I mean, almost doing 50% off of 1 QE.
All right, things are out of control.
Yeah, I mean, ICU's ahead, and he's got a Triforce versus a Tiamat. Should be much stronger than this Aatrox right now.
Yeah, we did see top laners carry yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Jack's definitely a champ that can take over a game. Once he gets his items, he becomes incredibly tanky.
And very difficult for the carries of DCG to deal with as well.
Yeah.
Callista, Silas, a lot of the damage comes from auto-attacking, and
yeah,
Jack's one of the best in the game at dodging out of those auto-attacks, maybe alongside things like Teemo and even Rammus.
Yeah, Cascada even leaning into an auto-attack build with the Lich Bane.
Yeah. World of Ages, of course, the first item, and it's not quite as quick as last game, I don't believe, but still, I mean, very timely. It's going to have that nice and quick. Actually, it's got 5 stacks. This was an exceedingly fast.
It was like 9 minutes 20.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see the 5 stacks. This is an exceedingly fast one. I take back everything I said.
Yeah, picked himself up a kill early game along with his first strike. Meant he could pick up a really early Roa. Going to be very difficult for Hellpigs to kill, but you know, Corki's a monster late game.
Right, Lo, tell me your thoughts on the Pike. Are you happy as a Pike, or would you have preferred to see my suggestion, the Nautilus? Oh, hold up.
Oh, God, JJ.
Oh, dearie me.
He's just been left, you know, stranded in the middle lane as they kind of looked for a play onto the onto the Aatrox, maybe I want to see this Pyke with not a utility jungle. Maybe I want to see it with like a Xin.
Ooh.
Or the Vi on your team.
And just start getting like crazy.
Because it feels like sometimes that's a kill on the Aatrox if you have like a Xin or a Vi, but instead it's a Maokai and a Pyke showing up to dive an Aatrox. And you saw it bot lane too, especially with a Corki as well. You just don't have the sustained damage to convert kills.
Okay.
With the Maokai Pyke.
I think your team comp suffers a lot though. In general.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be too worried about comp with the Pyke in the first place, though.
Yeah, actually, that's a very valid thing.
You already ruined, you already kind of ruined your comp with a Pyke pick.
Made for a unique viewing experience, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We don't always get to see Pikes, and when we do, I kind of wish I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling like God JJ wishes he didn't.
He fist bumped it. He was hyped.
He was celebrating. He deserves this, I guess. He was facilitating. He was enabling.
Yes, I mean, we're at the point of the game, really, like almost 7k gold, 6 at the moment, but
yeah, they might be more behind. Than last game.
Now, admittedly, the Dragon's slightly slower, so the game might go for a little bit longer, but I don't think there's a whole lot left in the tank. Ultimately,
I mean, same plan as last game though. Stole for your Corki.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is just the Vi again, and 665 found Shengbei as he gets pretty decent chunk onto him. No dragon or anything up, so it's not going to be very significant.
Yeah, already early on in the game, Gold JJ down an entire item. No surprises, but you're just never competing in terms of damage in these fights right now. Your Corki really needs to get to that 3-item spike, but even then, I think...
Yeah, I see you quietly having a decent game too. He might be able to wake up this game and find himself some kills.
Yeah, here we go. This is exactly what we're talking about, waking up the game. Taka going to use that World Ender, trying to get the movement speed. ICU, all he needs is one more Leap Strike. Oh, not going to find it.
Okay. All right. Nice flash on the Aatrox Q3 and ends up just trading flashes, but he's looking pretty strong in this lane.
Oh.
That was the Rift Herald escape.
Oh, I don't know if he meant to do that.
I don't think that was intentional.
That was a Vestian Rift Herald right there. That's all right.
Maybe he was trying to drive it around to bot tier 2, because you can do that as well.
Yeah, that's a narrow path, though.
It's an advanced maneuver.
Yeah, no, you're definitely on something more than your full license for that one.
Yeah, forklift.
Yeah, probably the forklift.
Dragon up in a minute and a half. I can't imagine Hellpig's really contesting it. I think you are just clearing waves until the 4th dragon comes up. I mean, maybe you can look for some miracle pick and you get the dragon, but the fight would have to go so ridiculously well. I don't think they can even contest 4v5.
Oh, as it's not going to be 4v5. At best, it's going to be a 4v4.
Wow, he vanished.
Yeah, there goes God JJ.
He went down to like 80% and then disappeared.
That's 665 just drew the forklift into him, and there she goes. I mean, ICU is going to... honestly, at this point in the game, it feels like Jax needs a real weapon.
Yeah.
6-5 now. He's not hesitating to stand in between these waves.
Too much.
Yeah, could be. ICU's fairly untouched and he's very, very strong. He's finding a lot of damage, but on the backside it will be Arden going down. Are we going to see Chris Garden? No, we are not. It's going to be the revive. That's a 3rd kill in the fight already found as God JJ does respawn now, but with health bars still fairly high for 665 and damage very, very low for the side of Hellpigs. Tide will flash forward. Fate's Call will not land as Shengbei does have to use his Valkyrie, which is not much of a commitment considering.
Yeah, considering it's a flash out. I thought because DCG used the flash vial in the mid lane, that it might just be a bit of an overstep to go between these towers, and I think a few Corki rockets missed during that fight that could have maybe really swung that fight.
Oh, Arding, he gets handshaked. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Package. Taco might be going down. Oh my god, land. There we are. Does connect. ICU teleporting in. It feels a little bit too late. Maybe they can look for this Baron, but I mean, ultimately, Taco not the most impactful player on the map right now.
So, the engage starts out onto a Maokai, and I mean, Corki is just free hitting. He's actually just out of rockets at the beginning of the fight, though. So it's kind of rough. He gets a big rocket here, and he misses it just on Cascada. Probably doesn't even swing the fight, but he picks up a kill.
Does he? Maybe Cascada just revives anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, Dragon actually looked at here from Halpix. This is going to be a steal. It's going to be a smite fight, and it's going to be 665. He also then just uses that cease and desist. Down goes Xingbai, down goes God JJ, down goes ICU, and down goes Kazma. It's only Arding on this Pike left. There is so much damage alive here for the side of DCG. Options for Baron, options for inhibs. They're looking to take both.
665 just jumps into the pit, smites away the Dragon, kills the Corki, kills the Varus. All in a day's work.
Yeah, he's just putting an honest shift in the jungle.
Yeah.
Usually it's the top laners putting in the honest shift, but
yeah. DCG are gonna get the Baron, get mid, get bot. I wonder how well they actually do this Baron with a lethality Kai'Sa.
Oh, not very, but certainly when it's uncontested, it's gonna be fine. You also you're good as gold. I mean, this really was a case of getting your cake and eating it too. You got mid tower, mid inhib maybe with this Baron minions. Should go down.
It's not going down.
Maybe Cascada has stayed a little bit too long. Teamed are coming. Pycon will not connect. But on the other side, it will be Arding who does connect with his one, and that's going to be 2 important kill worth of gold and a shutdown onto Xingbai.
And we're just watching. This is the 665 show. He, through all the CC and disruption, he manages to get the smite, ults onto the Corki, one taps that guy, gets onto the Varus, kills that guy, his team's cleaning up the rest. And I don't think they even lost a member.
They did not. Taco was actually pretty much dead at the start of that. He teleported into bot, but then realized fight's over, pushes bot. Now, I don't know what we're fighting for here, but we're fighting. Orca's going to get hooked. Orca's going to be going down. This is going to be picked up there. It's Kazma who picks that one up. But Taco's here now. World Ender going to be used. God JJ, we've seen this before. He's going to get out. It's going to be the cease and desist used onto Arding. Teleport now coming through for Cascada as well. God JJ eventually will get found as Taco gets himself a reset. Continues on forward. Xingbai now. It's going to be the contest of these missile barrages.
Dodgeball game.
Oh,
he hit one.
Yeah, he hit one. The dodgeball game. If you can dodge a Corki ult. There's something to do with that dodgeball movie reference in here.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, but this time it's a Corki ult. Who knows? Connects on that one.
Honestly, these Callisticus are...
Oh my god, that was a good try. Xingbai is able to react in time. Valkyrie's out. 65 actually might be going down, but Taco is going to do his best to save his jungler's life. Cascada now looking for another kill. Is going to be eventually picked up from that Callista QE. Kazma now, he's getting low. There's a lot of CC going on. There's a whole lot of damage going on. Not a whole lot of dying, except for that Nexus. It's going to be DCG picking up the 2-0.